Hello, we're going to take a look on how to create a geometrical collage using some vector tools in Photoshop. So we'll start with this background image, and we're going to unlock this first layer. Now we're going to go to our shape tools over here and pick a shape we want to work with. So let's say I want to work with the polygon tool, set the sides to 3, which would create a triangle, and go ahead and draw my triangle. It's going to fill it with whatever your foreground color is. We're going to cancel that fill by going over here, clicking on this red line. And then we're going to add a stroke, solid stroke in white. Set it to 3 pixels, so a bit thicker. Okay. Now we're going to add more shapes, so we can do it by using these other tools, or I can work with the shapes I already have. So let's say I'll pick this layer and drag it down to duplicate it. Now I can press Ctrl T to transform that new shape, and Shift Alt to proportionally scale it to the middle of that little point. Okay, we can keep doing this. So let's say I want a circle. So if I want a proportional circle, I would click Shift. If I want it just like this, no Shift. Okay, copy it, Control T, Shift Alt. Just want to make sure I'm working on a new layer every time I add a shape. Okay. It's a line. If I'll cross a line over this, let's say. Okay, so I can continue doing this until I'm happy with what I had. Let's just say we ended up with something that looks like that. All these shapes created a bunch of layers over here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to grab my last layer, click Shift, go all the way down to my first shape, and select all of them. Then right click on the mouse, rasterize layers, right click again, and merge layers. Now I have one layer with all my shapes on it. I'm just going to rename it Shapes. And then the next thing I'm going to do is go to my background layer and duplicate it. Go back to my shapes and grab the magic wand tool and make some selections within my shapes. So let's say I want to select this. If I want to add to my selection, I would click Shift. If I want to subtract, I'll click hold Alt. And then I'm going to go back to my copy layer and create a layer mask. Now I need to unlink these two, so there's like a little chain over here. I'm going to click on it and then go to the actual image. If I click Control A to select all and Control T to transform, I can do whatever I want with it. So I can rescale it, move it around. Let's say I want to flip it. So if I'll click on the mouse, right click, I have all these options over here. Let's say I want to flip horizontal. This is what happens. Okay. So I'll move it a little bit like this maybe, and enter to apply. So basically now I'm just going to repeat all these steps over and over until I'm happy with what is happening in my collage. So pick the shapes layer, magic wand tool, make some selections over here. I need to duplicate my primary background and then create a layer mask on top of it. Unlink them and Control A, Control T, and I can play with whatever's happening. So yeah, basically this is all you have to do. Magic wand tool, make some selections. Copy the layer, create a layer mask, unlink, Control A, Control T. Maybe I want to flip it around like this. It's kind of looking nice. Just make sure you're working on the layer you need. So once you're done with your composition, you're gonna just grab all these layers over here and group them. So I have the group, and then let's just see how it looked before the collage. So this is the background we had, and this is what we have right now. Thanks for watching.